What advice would you have for someone who hasn't borrowed from anyone yet? I've borrowed, a little bit of money from some family, paid them back right away. But when it comes to actual investors, taking down my first, raising fund, whatever you want to call it, I'd be curious what advice you would have for that.
First, if you've borrowed money and paid it back, then you have investors. So don't diminish it just because you knew them.
Okay. Yeah,
Nobody who you
that's fair.
don't know is going to lend you money. So whether they're close or not, they're going to have to be somewhat close before they let you borrow money. Second thing I would do is I would write all that down. Why did you borrow it? What did you spend it on? How did you ask? Right? What were the terms? Like, write the whole thing out, because what you want to do is you want to put that on the internet as a blog or whatever, so that somebody, when they come and do due diligence on you, they can find out, they can understand your process. Otherwise, you're just a face asking for money. But it's like, no, I do this. Here's why.
Yeah.
Here's how I do it. Here's my track record. I think what a lot of people do, myself included, is, again, you're trying to do everything now at a higher scale. You're like, I'm going to find the property, I'm going to manage the property, and I'm going to raise the money, and I'm going to da 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 da. And it's like, it's the same problem at a higher scale.
Hmm.
It would be so much easier if you're like, okay, so on a GP, like 10% of the GP is like for capital raising. It would be so much easier to just partner with somebody who is a capital raiser and give them 10%. I'm not saying it's that simple or perfect or easy, but trying to go off and learn how to raise money, it's like the problem you have is if you don't like it, you're not good at it, or it doesn't work. Now your scalability is stuck based on this thing that you may or may not be good at and or like.